Hello, I'm Brian Kaplan, editor of The Banker. I'm here with Silvio Pavoni, the economics editor. We're at the Banker Awards 2016 in London. So Silvia, always exciting to be at the awards again. What sort of response did we get from the applications this year?
We got again quite an overwhelming response from many banks around the world, and we ended up awarding 149 of them, which is a very large number. And I think one of the common things that brought all these entries together is that all banks across the world had to face a very challenging economic environment. But this also brought to life the great initiatives that our winners undertook to face these difficult times.
Okay, because I mean, we often ask them different questions about things like technology and so forth, and their sort of marketing strategy. I mean, did we get much response on the technology front this year?
That's right. No, that's absolutely a great point. So all of them, all our winners, showed incredibly interesting technology investments. So from our global winner, which is ING, invested in blockchain, to China Merchants Bank, the winner in that country, which was among the first lenders to collaborate with Apple Pay on top of all the other collaborations it had with other technology firms, to Itaú Unibanco in Brazil, driving technology within the local banking market. And the outgoing chief executive, Roberto Setúbal, mentioned that, of course, digital banking is the name of the game now.
So you mentioned, obviously, the economy. I mean, we've seen a huge amount of challenges this year, haven't we? Especially in Europe, where we've had Brexit, and then we've had crisis in the Eurozone. We've had the election of Trump in America, and now we're looking at probably interest rates going up. So it is a very challenging time for the banks. We've had a lot of different sort of issues with currencies. They've also got, as you say, to look at the digital side of things and generally develop a strategy for 2017.
Mm-hmm. So political risk is definitely something that they will all have to face next year, as they have done this year. And regulation also is another challenge there, particularly for Latin American banks. You know, that's a region I tend to travel to, with the US banks continuing their retrenchments to their home markets, and Latin American banks seeing their correspondent banking relations being severe.
So lots of challenges as we go ahead. So we're looking forward to a great evening at the awards. Always good to recognise excellence in banking, but a very challenging 2017. Thank you.
For Botswana, for Malawi, for South Africa, for Swaziland, for Tanzania and for Uganda. And the regional winner is Standard Bank.
They call her hard-hearted Hannah, the Bank of Savannah.
I'm Danielle Miles, Investment Banking and Capital Markets Editor at The Banker, and I'm here with Gert Vogel, Head of CIB International at Standard Bank Group. Congratulations, it's been a fantastic night for the bank, obviously picking up the Regional African Award as well as 6 individual country awards. How does it feel to be here and be recognised for the year you've had?
Well, thanks Danielle, it's fantastic to be here, to be representing the Standard Bank Group at these awards. As Standard Bank Group, we've got our origin in Africa, and we've been in the African continent, operating in the African continent now for more than 150 years. We're present in 20 African countries in sub-Saharan Africa, and it's worth, together with our clients, kind of really looking at the story, the opportunity that Africa offers to them. You know, for us as a group, we believe in our purpose as Africa as a home. We drive a growth, and being part of this growth has just been, a quite exciting year for us, and we're quite excited about what the future also is offering us and our clients on the continent.
As you said, you're obviously present in 20 countries. I mean, which areas or countries would you highlight as places where the bank's making particular strides or is doing particularly impressive work?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Danielle, we in the 20 countries we are, each of these countries are obviously different. Each have different legal systems, each have different banking systems, and for us, actually having a universal banking model gives us that competitive advantage to be able to engage with our clients, about what is actually practically happen on the continent. For us, the growth happens, all over the continent. We see diversification, whether it be east to west Africa, or north or south Africa, or the north or southern parts of Africa, and also through the various sectors. We see a lot of diversification for that. At a personal level, we as a group, are really keen on West Africa, Francophone West Africa, and in fact, we've now recently applied and received our banking license for opening a bank in Cote d'Ivoire. So real exciting times for us in West Africa, Francophone West Africa.
Obviously, some of the commodity-reliant countries have had their problems over the last few years. How has Standard Bank been helping those countries move forward, and how has that impacted Standard Bank's business as well?
Yes. For us, we kind of go with our clients, and it's also important for us to then support our clients at times when things are difficult for them. So we did see the opportunity to support some of our clients that are in sectors that perhaps has been under pressure over the past year, but we've also seen clients that get the benefit of that. So some of our countries are clearly oil exporters, but many countries are actually oil importers. And for them, it's really benefited this. We've also seen some of the largest transactions this year in the consumer sector. And very kind of, it's one of those sectors that we see continue to grow. It's also a sector that really talks to kind of the new bankable population that Africa offers to us. So it really depends on the sectors, and for us standing by our clients in times of need in order for them to have the right capital structure to take advantage of the opportunities that come when the cycle turns is to us kind of a key component of what we do.
Yeah, congratulations, and thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you very much, Danielle. Great to be here and looking forward to the evening as well.
The Bank of the Year for Financial Inclusion. The winner is the Bank of Palestine. Please welcome Mr. Hashim Shawa, Chairman and CEO of the Bank of Palestine.
I'm Silvia Pavoni, Economics Editor of The Banker, and I'm joined by Hashim Shawa, who is the Chairman and General Manager of Bank of Palestine, the recipient of our Financial Inclusion Awards. Thank you for joining me tonight, and congratulations on the very well-deserved award.
Thank you. It's a delight to be here, and we're really excited.
So take me through the initiative that you undertook at the bank, which was centered around women.
Yeah, I mean, this award is a huge deal for us. It's a testimony of all the hard work my team has been doing over the years, focusing around two things primarily. I mean, financial inclusion, what we did was we looked a lot on the unbanked and especially the gender issue. I mean, we found out that less than 20% of our customers are female, and so what we did was we actually, first of all, looked internally in the bank to make sure that we, as the biggest bank in Palestine, are balanced as our human resources, our HR policies, promote women in the organization and empower women in the organization, and make sure that more females are actually even taking management positions, branch managers, heads of divisions and departments, all the way to the executive team and the board. I mean, one of our most important positions at the executive team is the chief credit officer. I mean, that's what we do. We give loans, right? And she's a woman.
And then you went
and at
to
the board,
market.
we have female board members. But then, so first we you have to walk the talk, right? So we did it ourselves. Then we looked at the market and see how we can better serve the female segment.
So you launched an education program which brought together female entrepreneurs, and those companies used to employ and probably are still employing a majority of women, who then became your customers as well.
Yeah. So we did a general awareness program reaching out to women, and that's the 1,200 women, right? Basic financial banking literacy. But then, and they didn't have to be customers of the bank. But then we did a focused program, like a mini MBA program with the IFC and with Ernst & Young, a pilot actually that they started with us, and they're going to roll out globally. And this helped, focused on 50 women, entrepreneurs, business women, in different phases in their businesses, and it was a huge impact on their companies. They then improved their operations, their efficiency in how they run their businesses, in their strategies, in their marketing, advertising, financial planning. And that in turn led them to employ more females as well. and grow their businesses, and a big impact on the female segment of our economy.
So a big impact on the economy and also a prospective growth for the bank as well as your potential customer base grows.
Absolutely. I mean, we believe firmly that without the full participation of the female gender in our development of our economy, we will never reach the true potential at a macro level. And then, you know, because we have that value system, and actually just a few months ago we became the first Arab Middle East bank to be part of the Global Alliance of Banking on Values, which we're really proud of. It's those value systems that we have within the organization that we firmly believe in, and it just pays to do the right thing. And women and gender balance is a critical component.
Very well. Well, congratulations again, and let's go and enjoy our evening.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
The 2016 Bank of the Year for Russia, the winner is Sberbank.
Hello and welcome. My name is Stephanie Linhart, Europe Editor at The Banker, and I'm here with Lev Kassis, the first Deputy CEO of Sberbank, our Bank of the Year in Russia this year. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Now, Lev, the Russian banking sector has had some challenging years in the past years. Tell us, what was the main challenge in the last year for you?
I think we had a lot of challenges in 2015, and even 2016 was not a simple year. All FX volatility, the growing cost of operations because of inflation. The good news that we were able to manage it, and we delivered to our shareholders probably the all-time record profit this year, and I believe that they should be very happy with our results.
Sounds good. Well, what opportunities do you see for 2017 in that case?
I think we have to keep momentum. I believe that the economy is already close to a bottom, and I don't think it will be a fast recovery, but at the same time I believe that probably the worst time is over, and I believe that the Russian economy will grow slightly, probably 1% GDP growth we have to expect, and I think we have to deliver even better results in the next year.
And I think there's one thing that you're always very passionate about, which is fintech. How is that going to bring very good results with you?
We invested through our first venture fund into a number of fintech companies. We are about to launch our second venture fund, which is open for investments for public. And we believe that our goal is to create as much synergy from these new technologies of our portfolio companies to our real life. And I believe the goal is to serve our clients better than our competitors. So we will do everything to fulfill this very attractive task.
Well, hopefully that will all bring you great results for 2017.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bank of the Year 2016 in Taiwan, the winner is the E.SUN Commercial Bank.
I am Stefania Palma, Asia editor at The Banker magazine, and today we are joined by Joseph Huang, CEO at E.SUN Commercial Bank, that won the Bank of the Year award for Taiwan. So congratulations, and
thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us. So first of all, one of the reasons why we gave you this award is because E.SUN really went through a really strong expansion in Asia. What is driving that growth?
Asia is booming. We just see the opportunity in Asia. So we think in the mainland China, in Southeast Asia, the GDP growth rate is around 6 to 8%, and we see these countries, they need more financial service. So we think that is good opportunity for E.SUN to transform E.SUN from Taiwan Bank into Asia platform. So yes, we set branches, subsidiaries in this area, and we would like to connect financial hubs, for example, Hong Kong, Singapore, Shenzhen, and in Southern Hemisphere, for example, Sydney. And next year, we prepare to set up Tokyo branch. So then we can connect all the financial hubs. So then we can transform E.SUN from Taiwan local platform into Asia platform to serve more local customers and to serve Taiwanese businessmen when they would like to have more cross-border business.
And your expansion was very interesting because it really goes through a different range of markets, from more developed markets in Asia up to frontier markets like Myanmar. At the moment, what is the market that excites you the most, that you think has the biggest potential?
Yeah, I think huge potential in mainland China. It represents a very great opportunity, but at the same time, it's high risky. So we just test the water, and we will be the marathon, not the 100 sprint in mainland China. And we see the high growth in Southeast Asia, for example, Vietnam, Cambodia, and especially Myanmar. E.SUN opened the first Taiwanese branch in Myanmar. We think it will open the door to welcome the world and welcome Taiwan banks. So we just see high potential. So in these countries, we see that the banking asset grows by about 15 to 20%, and the profit grows by about 20 to 25%. We think Taiwan is a developed market. So we have better technology, we have better service and products. Then we will enlarge our scale. So we think that will be the second market for E.SUN. So it is very good opportunity for us to develop. Yeah.
And speaking of technology, more locally, I guess, you recently acquired technology from Bank Pro e-Services, which is an e-commerce service firm. What drove that acquisition, and how does that fit within your digital banking strategy?
We think there are three main drivers will change the face of the banking industry. The first still come from customer needs. What customer like, their needs is the most important issue. And the second part actually is technology, because currently the modern banking industry changed a lot. 3 decades ago, when we mentioned the banking, actually we just mentioned the branches. But maybe 10 years ago, when you regarding the banking industry, everybody will think, oh, it's credit card, it's ATM, it's call center. But currently, it's mobile banking. So we know that the digital innovation will change the face of the banking industry. And the third part of the regulation. So we just acquired Pro Bank because it fits our strategy. They provide very good service in e-banking and e-service. And they have 200 talent in technology. So they can serve our expansion in Asia. And they can help us to develop the digital banking. So currently, we are pioneer and leader in Taiwan compared to our peers. We think we will put more resources and put more investment in digital banking. We think that represent the future. So we investment now and we prepare for the future development.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations once again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
The winner, the Bank of the Year Brazil, is Itaú Unibanco.
Hello, I'm Silvia Pavoni, economics editor of The Banker, and I'm here with Renato Olulia, who is the chief executive of Itaú BBA International and our winner for Brazil. So Renato, welcome and congratulations for the awards for Itaú Unibanco, which is the parent company, of course, of the business that you lead. Now, I know that you've just come back from Sao Paulo, a big meeting with the top management, and the key theme you were saying earlier was technology, which is also something that we very much appreciated from the entry that you guys submitted for the awards. So tell me what the plans are.
Exactly, that was the key theme of our meeting in São Paulo. We see technology as being the central and most important challenge and opportunity that we face in the next years. Despite of the fact that we've been investing heavily on technology for the past many years. And a result of that, just an example, is that 3/4 of the transactions that we do already are internet-based, either internet, home, or mobile. But we still feel that we have to do more. So we got the whole management team together to define how it's going to be the path forward. But know one thing for sure: digital, it's a matter of it again is opportunity, but it's also a matter of survival for the firm. And I think we're extremely well positioned to carry on what we've been doing and do even more in terms of connectivity, easy of use, and make at the end of the day making banking a better experience for our clients.
So a big push there for the bank. Something else that we very much appreciated was the fact that you guys anticipated the downsides in the economy in Brazil with sufficient timing so that you could change and move around your risk profile. And you managed to close 2015 with good results. 2016 has been perhaps a relatively better year, and 2017 is going to be an even better year in relative terms. What's the forecast?
That's what we hope. Listen, Silvia, I think it's fair to say that 2016 has been a good year, and just as a fact that we're finishing better than we started. So I think 2016, as you said, I think we saw we managed to anticipate part of the downturn in the Brazilian economy and to some extent in Latin America, and we prepared the bank for that. And because of that, I think in 2016 we managed to serve all the stakeholders well, meaning we were very active with all our business and clients. We kept engaged with the communities as we do with different projects in our social side, and not less important, I think we did a good job serving our shareholders, and we're posting still a 20% return on equity.
Which is a very healthy ratio.
Exactly, despite of the headwinds that we faced.
That's right. So the expectation for 2017 in terms of economic growth is around perhaps 1-2% of growth, which is not bad coming from a deep recession. But also the expectation is for interest rates to go down, which is good for a market such as Brazil, which has been characterized by high interest rates that have kind of slowed down a little bit the development of capital markets. So this is good news.
Precisely, those are good news. So we do see interest rates going down next year, especially after the last Copom minutes. The Brazilian central bank indicated that they will accelerate cutting interest rates. And as per growth, we stand at 1.5% forecast for next year, with a slight downside risk to that number. But compared to a contraction of 4% that we had in the past 2 years, it's definitely good news. And as you said, that's gonna help companies. That's gonna help capital markets. We've been having a quite busy last quarter. This is the first December, I remember, in many years where we are to price 2 IPOs. So hopefully the pipeline that we have is gonna become a reality next year.
Very well. Well, best of luck for next year, and again, congratulations on your award.
Thank you, Silvia.
The Global Bank of the Year Award 2016, and this year it goes to the ING Group. And to accept the award, please welcome to the stage Koos Timmermans, Vice Chairman of ING Bank.
Old bank, old bank.
I'm Brian Kaplan, editor of The Banker. I'm here with Koos Timmermans, who's Vice Chairman of the Managing Board of ING Group. And ING Group are our Global Bank of the Year 2016. Koos, congratulations, it's a fantastic result. So you had most extraordinary increase in profits and great financial performance in 2016. Tell us about how you drove that performance.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Brian. I think first thing what you have to realize is it's not capital what is attracting clients. It is if you do good client business, your capital will solve itself as well. And I think we took really the client interest at the heart. And I think if you look at that overall, what have we done? We have, since we announced our strategy in 2014, we actually had 3 million more clients, 56 billion more lending. So yeah, we accomplished a lot. And the way how we did it, in fact, is a few things. Make sure we are available anytime, anywhere. Make sure we are clear and easy. We try to empower our customers. And we're not doing everything right, but we try to do every day a little bit better, and we continue to innovate.
All right, well, just on that innovation, right? So you've been very strong on innovation. You've had these ventures with companies like Cabbage. So tell us, what is the focus on technology? Where are you going to with technology?
What we realized is that, in fact, 90% of our customer interaction, 90, is digital. And actually 70% of our clients are digital only. So their choice is not to visit us, but their choice is to interact with us this way. And that is what we took at the heart. And if you look at, for instance, Germany, in total, we have no branches, but we got 8 million clients, and we are getting 1,000 new clients every day. And if you look at a country like Spain, 3 million clients, and in fact, we got 40 internet cafes, not bank branches, internet cafes. So this is the way how the client wants it, but digital is not easy because you got to make sure you send relevant information, it got to be personal for the client, it got to be frictionless. So there's quite a lot of things to do, and we have to continue to invest. So in fact, we will continue to invest another 800 million for next year as well.
All right. Well, look, as we go into next year, I mean, the seas out there are kind of rough, aren't they, in terms of economic terms? Yeah. We've still got low growth in the Eurozone, and nothing looks too bright. I mean, how do you see the bank managing in 2007 against that sort of rather challenging economic backdrop?
Well, we want to continue to have our client focus. Nevertheless, also given the low rates and everything, you have to work efficient. So what we try to do for the next year is, for instance, Netherlands and Belgium joint platforms. Try and invent and make sure that you do things over a bigger number of client base rather than 2 smaller numbers. And we are doing similar exercises if you look in the south of Europe, where we are trying to combine platforms. If you look at Germany, we're investing there to make the service offering better, more scalable, more omni-channel. So actually we're doing it, and it's not only a retail business, also on the wholesale side, what we find is our clients in fact want to have a full digital offering as well. So that is what we are spending our money on.
Okay, Koos, it sounds very exciting. Have a great year in 2017. Have a great evening this evening. Congratulations again on the award. Thank you.
Okay, thanks Ryan.